Hi guys, I am going to start a new project today. I want to work on some traveler's notebooks because I only have two left, and these are pretty quick and easy. I follow Gail Agostinelli's tutorial on YouTube. It's making multiple journals, and there's, I don't know, 6 or 7 parts. But basically what I've done is I've gone through, and I'll just remind you, I've used the Lost and Found blush and the Lost and Found Portobello Road from Tuesday morning. And it's my mind's eye, so I don't know who else carries them, but I got them at Tuesday morning. So what I've done is gone through and picked, I'm going to try to do 12 of these at a time and just do it assembly line style. So there'll probably be a lot of, I'll be right back, because I don't need, you probably don't need to see me cut, all these pages. So what I've done is I've done 6 from the Portobello Road, 6 from the blush, and I'll just show you what I've picked real quick. I picked this one because I want to use this as a cover, and I can cut here. That'll be on the cover. And for the inside of that one, I'm going to use this. Okay, and then this one will be a cover. And I'm talking about the inside middle signature. I'm picking the covers and the middle center page. So that'll be the cover, that'll be the center. This will be a cover, and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to cut it yet. I'm probably going to cut at the top and save this strip because I'd like to have that on the cover. And then the music page for the center. And then this little airplane one for the cover. And the airplane background for the center. And I love this. I think this is my favorite one. It has some swirly type things, so I wanted to use this one for the cover, and then I'll use this one for the center. It has a matching swirly, and I tried to use the glitter, but the glitter ones didn't always come out as the best choice for a cover, so some of them are on the centers. Then I want this one for a cover. I love the simplicity of this one, and then I will use this for the center of this one. And then onto the blush, I've chosen, of course, the Eiffel Tower for the cover of one, and I'll use this gingham for the center of that one. And then I'm going to use this one for the cover, and this one for the center of that one. This one didn't have as many, cover choices because it had a lot of, it had a lot of random designs, but I thought this one has glitter. I'm going to use this one for the cover, and then these little tiny dots for the center, and then I love this, so I'm going to use that for a cover, and then I've just got some plain polka dots for the center. And on this one, did I get those messed up? No. I really would love to have this on the cover, but it's not practical the way it's put together. So I'm going to use this one for the cover, and then this one for the center. And this one is really dark and very glittery, so I'm going to use this for the cover, and I'm going to use the Dress Form Special Day. I'm going to use this one for the center. So because even though that one's really cool, it wouldn't really work out for the cover. So that is what I'm going to do, and I'm basically going to cut them out 8.5 by 8.5, because these are going to be traveler's notebook size, so I need to decide which way do I want my 8.5. I would like this, if I trim it to where I don't want to cut this off. I hope that makes some sense. So I'm going to do 8.5 this way. Oh, and by the way, I flipped this little thingy over, and this is cutting so much better. I didn't realize you could flip it both sides. I thought I needed to buy a new one, so I was holding off, but yeah, it's cutting much better. All right, so I'm gonna trim here, and I have that cut off, and then I'm going to cut off the bottom because I want this on the cover. So there again, 8.5. There we go. So this will be the cover, and I think that's going to be nice. And I finally broke down and bought some seam binding. And the color that I got is rose beige. And basically it's beige, but it's got a hint of pink. Okay, this 100 yards I will go through quickly because I just love it. I love the color. So this will work on pretty much anything. Even though it has the pink tint, I think it'll work on anything, because I think if I put it with the blue, it's going to have more of a beige look. So this was $10 on Amazon. So that comes out to about 10 cents a yard. That's pretty darn good. So yeah, finally I have seam binding. I feel like I'm in the in crowd now, guys. Okay, so I got a little sidetracked. You know me, I do that. All right, so I'm going to turn this one around this way because I want all of that design to be in the center. So then I will do this way, 8.5, and just, I love that the measurements are so easy to remember. Okay. So this is going to be my cover. This is going to be my center. And all I'm going to do is sew around the cover with a zigzag stitch or something if I find something. By the way, my sewing machine is back. It works good. They didn't even charge me for the broken part. Yeah, I hope it stays working well for me for a while. And no more glue. Do not get glue in there. So anyway, but this is cardstock. So I thought about maybe putting some of the, yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to put some of the masking paper on the back and then sew around it so it's not white on the back. And I will go ahead and cut these out and sew around the cover, and then we'll move on from there. So I'll be back. Okay guys, so I have sewn around all of these, and now I just need to fold them. So that's going to be cute. And I'm just going to fold them in half. And I didn't need to fold that. This one is going to fold this way. This center one needs to be the opposite. That wasn't very smart. Okay, get that straight. There we go. Now I decided not to use the masking on the back because I did a big batch of coffee dyed paper to go with this project, and I had my daughter do it. And hang on, I want to turn my sound off because somebody will text me as soon as I get on video. Okay, so so I did a whole batch. I had my daughter help me with a big batch of coffee dyeing. And I used some envelope. I found a stash of envelopes, and so I thought, okay, well, I'll use those. And they were security envelopes, which I have used before, no issue. Well, these really were an issue. I'm going to keep these together with the book that it goes with so that I can make tags and pockets out of those offcuts. Anyway, the security envelope bled onto the paper and onto the rest of the envelope. So it would have gone really perfectly with the last book that I did, the Grape Roses, because the envelopes are pretty much purpley blue color, you know, that security envelope color. And but yeah, so I am not going to use coffee dyed paper with this project. I'm going to use white paper. So I decided to leave the insides white. So not everything has to be coffee dyed. I'll get some flack from that, but I'm also not going to be inking these because my whole point of these is to do a really quick batch. So I'm not going to ink. I'm not going to sew everything. I mean, I sewed the cover, but I'm probably not going to sew anything else. I may or may not add a little bit of extra to the covers because I have the 6x6 matching. So, but this one doesn't need anything else, It already looks great. Maybe a piece of some kind of trim, maybe not. So I will wait and see when I get everything together and what I want to do with that one. And I think I've got 12 of these going, so I think, and I may change my mind, I was going to do them all at one time, but we'll see. I may just do 6 and 6. I don't know. It's just as easy to do all 12 at one time, So anyway, I'm going to get these all folded, and then I'm going to start choosing which papers I want to add inside. I know I'm going to do some envelopes and some accounting paper and ledger paper, some graph paper probably, and some blank paper, and I'm going to use a couple of envelopes, probably just white envelopes. So I will be back when we start looking at the papers. Okay, everybody, I am finally back. I know it hasn't seemed like long for you, but this is a long day. I've been working what seems like all day, but I've had so many interruptions that it's taken me forever. So I'm just going to show you what I have. I have one of the 12 put together. But I think it'll go faster now. I've had so many interruptions today, and so I'm back to record, and I want to show you what I have, and then on tomorrow's video, we will start decorating and everything. Like I said, I wanted to keep it really basic, so there's not a lot of inking, there's not a lot of sewing. I sewed the cover, and I sewed one of the inserts. So anyway, okay, so I have the cover. This is the cover of one of the pink ones, and I haven't finished the covers. I may add, a strip of ribbon or something, I don't know, but so far this is what I have. Okay, so there's going to be, this is just the papers, because I haven't done pockets or tags or anything. So there's a piece from the collection, I've got a dictionary page, I've got some copy paper, I've got a doily, I've got some looks like upside down music paper here. Let's fix that. No, wait. Sometimes it's hard when they're handwritten. The pencil, I don't know. I think it goes this way. Okay, because there's writing over here. Okay, it goes this way. Gee whiz. Okay, so then I've got graph paper. I've got another piece from the collection, and another copy paper. I've got some columnar paper, and I have just done a little tuck here. I'm not going to sew it or glue it. Whoever gets it can decide what they want to do with it. I've got a piece from a garden journal, and I've got another piece of white copy paper, and then I've got, this is a number 10 envelope, which I have folded over an inch on either end, and then folded in half, and I've just sewn around the entire thing. But that gives me these little tuck spots here and tuck spot there, and then this is the center here that I've chosen for this one. So that is what I have so far. I have 11 more laying all over the place behind me. I need to finish sewing these little envelopes. I think I've got 5 more of those to sew, or 5 or 6, and put these together, and I will be back tomorrow and we will start making the pockets and tags. And I've got a whole stack here of the cutoffs, so that's what we'll be using for the pockets and tags. Don't want anything to go to waste. So, all right, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye now.